Hello, this is Ranajay sir speaking, and happy Holi to everyone. Today's topic: VLOOKUP in MS Excel, and what actually is VLOOKUP. Now, this VLOOKUP is an advanced portion of MS Excel, and this lookup where in the values of the sheet. And now what I am showing is that what is VLOOKUP. This VLOOKUP is a function. The VLOOKUP function in Excel is a tool for looking up a piece of information in a table or data set and extracting some corresponding data or information. So you require this particular function to extract data, which is very important nowadays for report creation. The VLOOKUP function performs a vertically lookup. Mind it, it's a vertically lookup. You know the vertical way. By searching a value in the first column of a table and returning the value in the same row in the index number position. So index number position is also important. The VLOOKUP function is a built-in function in Excel. It is categorized as a lookup or a reference function. Now, when we do it, what are the arguments of VLOOKUP function? Lookup value is there, where you will have to specify the value that we want to look up in the first column of a table, and there should be a table array from where you have to find out or search out. The VLOOKUP function searches in the leftmost column of this array. So whatever is the array, the VLOOKUP function searches in the leftmost, searches a thing in the leftmost column of this array. The column index number required argument. This is an integer, specifies the column number. Okay, so you specify the column number, and it will take the particular value of that particular index number. The range lookup defines what the function should return in the event that it does not find an exact match to the lookup value. It can be true or false. The true approximate match, that is, if an exact match is not found, we use the closest match below the lookup value. Exact match, that is, if an exact match not found, then it will return an error. Now what happens is that the usage of the information, so there should be a table, and you see that the VLOOKUP is a vertically data. The data is there vertically, all vertical columns are there. You find the order column, the custom ID, amount, name, and the records are in the row formation. To fetch the amount for order number 104, so we have to pick from the order number 104. We can use VLOOKUP how? Like this. VLOOKUP, the order number is there and the table is there, and 3 column numbers, so whatever from the right, and the search will be from the leftmost column, and it will return 35. Now if we are putting down the result you have found out, if you are putting a false at the end of the VLOOKUP to perform the exact match, and not it's an approximate match. Now we can see this particular thing in the real Excel table over here, and we find that this is how it is represented in a table. You see, this is the original table that we have, and then we find out that what or how we will be able to do the next step. So next step comes lookup only looks to the right, looks right. So lookup can only look to the right. The data you want to retrieve, result values, can appear in any column to the right of the lookup value. Lookup value is on the left and you are putting on the right, and this is how it's shown. If we want to use a VLOOKUP with the ID, we can only look up gender department. So it cannot be the last name on the first, because it always looks to the right of the particular table, the table we are defining. VLOOKUP retrieves data based on column number, so always we like to retrieve the data. When you use VLOOKUP image that every column in the table is numbered starting from the left to get a value from a particular column provided the approximate number of the column index. The example, for example, column index to retrieve the first name below is 2. Now if you find that the first name is 2, you will find that 2 means you are putting down the I3 means this value, so 2 is over here, so the name has come. Okay, and if you go in for the last name, so 3, 1 2 3 you will find, and the gender in 4 and the department in 5. Now the real life situation I am showing it over here. See, the same thing happens in the real life. Look up value, so over here you get to know the particular table is there, this is a table, and column number 2 is there, and you find out the result over here. Now we will be going to the next part, which is the types of matches. You will find that Vlookup has two matching modes. The Vlookup has two matching modes, and what are those things? Exact and approximate, which are controlled by the fourth argument called the range lookup. Set range lookup to false to force exact match and true for approximate match. So you will find this is the lookup, and you will find the index, and this is the position where you are putting the true or false, which is the approximate or an exact match, true or false. Now we find the same thing that over here in most cases. So example will be very helpful. So Vlookup you are putting down, and over here this we find the Vlookup 4 and false means that you are getting the exact match. Now coming to the formula ID rank based on an exact match. Now we come that exact match has been done, and the same thing we can see over here, the exact match, how it is possible. Now we come to the next part. Once more let me show you this one. So these are the formulas you find over here. Okay, I4 means I4 is this one, and this is the table. Okay, B5 to F5 F10. Okay, that is the table from here to here. Okay, and the 2 means index column, and 0 is the exact match. Okay, now let us go to the next position. Okay, that is the particular with the approximate match. That means you are putting down the approximate match. Approximate will be having one error also if you are not getting. So over here unit is the quantity is given and a per unit price there. So based on the quantity, if you see this lookup value, you will find the lookup the same thing. True means approximate match, it is getting the thing, so it will display the particular record over here, and you see that true is given over here. And then you come to the real life, also the thing will show you over here, also it will show you, because since the particular thing over here it is approximate match, you will find 35 is there based on 140. So 140 you will find it over 140 will be over here, so the rate 35 is coming over here. So the below quantity is taking, not more quantity, it will be below quantity which will be taking the lowest quantity, and it cannot go further. Even in 859 you will find 859 will be lying in 600 group, so 15 is coming, the lowest group is 60, it cannot be more. So this is the particular scenario. And then we come to the next part, which is also very important, that is the VLOOKUP and hash n oblique a error. So there is an error. I told you that if it is not found, then there should be an error. For example, we are putting something as Raju and we are putting as true value, but it's not getting the true value. We are making the VLOOKUP actual match, because in most cases an exact match will never be found. So over here you find that this particular thing we are making to 0. We are trying to find out the exact match, but there is no exact match, so there will be an error. Either it can be lookup value is misspelled or contained extra spaces. Match mode is exact but it should be approximate, but we have done exact match. So in that case there will be an error, and this error we will find it in the real life sheet also over here, that this Raju Das is not there in the particular column, that is the Vlookup vertical column, and the result is the error that has been taken place. And this is all about Vlookup. So I think that you have understood vertical lookup nicely. In the next class I will show you what is horizontal lookup. So if you have understood something, please share this to your friends and give a like. Thank you everyone.